Okay, hi YouTube, this is Bob Swiss. This is my first video that I will be uploading. I'm going to be showing you today how I present pinky mice to my leopard geckos. A little bit of background information on my geckos and pinky mice. I looked into pinky mice as a viable nutritional supplement for my gravid leopard geckos. Now, of course, having never had them before, when I went out to PetSmart and spent like 15 bucks on 6 dead pinkies, I my leopard geckos had absolutely no interest in them at all, like at all, and that I couldn't take that. I was like, I just spent $15 on a bunch of flippin' mice. You're gonna eat these. So I've come up with a way, and they, by the way, now they love pinkies, and I don't even need to, for the most part, I don't need to prepare them this way anymore. One thing that you're gonna have noticed, there is 2 halves and a half of pinky mice cut up here. I didn't do the cutting on the video just because I understand that would be upsetting for some people. Honestly, personally, I don't find it that bad. They're already dead, so it's not like they bleed out afterwards. I mean, all the organs are perfectly contained in there. Yeah. So basically what I do is, I don't know if you can see this, but I've tied a relatively large knot at the end of a piece of thread with a needle. The thicker the needle, the better for this. Now what I do is I pick up the 1/2, and you want to scruff it just a little bit and feed it through the tiniest amount of skin and pull it through. Now the reason that you want a thick needle and a large knot at the end is I'm going to be dangling this like so in front of my leopard geckos, and when they go and strike for it, I don't want it to come down to a tug of war match. I just don't want to risk the thread breaking and them swallowing some of the thread and me having to pull it out, because that would be traumatic, or them swallowing the whole thing, because then you risk impactions. But if you have, a very small tuft of skin with a big hole with a big knot behind it, if they go grab for it, they're only going to need to pull a couple times and it's just going to come loose. So that's how I prepare my pinky mice for my leopard geckos. It's really, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, I do what I do, right, for my geckos, and this works for me. Yeah. The reason that I cut them in half, I probably should have said that before, was I do think that pinky mice hold some very important nutrition that can easily be tapped into, but I find the size of them a little bit intimidating. I think it's pretty hard for most leopard geckos, or not hard, but harder than it needs to be, to swallow them and then digest them afterwards. So if I only feed them, if I feed them one pinky within the span of 12 hours, they're fine. They get all the nutritional information. They get to, digest part of it, if not all of it, of the first half before I give them the second half. And they're also not swallowing the whole thing all at once. I know a lot of people do it. It's just my personal preference. I mean, I'd rather hack up dead baby mice than see my babies struggle. So yeah, the next video I upload is going to be me feeding, or showing you how I feed this to my female gecko Big Daddy after this. So I hope this wasn't too offensive for anyone. I hope you learned something, and if not, I'm sorry, but you didn't need to watch the video. So yeah, stay tuned. There'll be plenty more Bob Swiss videos to come. Thanks.